Good afternoon, good evening, everyone that is watching us here on Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nate Zion. We are live here, and it's transfer deadline day, and we are streaming live on YouTube and also Facebook at this moment. It is the first of a new month beginning. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and we have a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. And where do we start from? Where are we going to start from? Beautiful people. We're gonna start from Chelsea. Cole Palmer. It's official. Cole Palmer medical completed. It's now official. He's a Chelsea player at this moment. I know a lot of you have seen some of the footage, the media work coming from Chelsea Football Club, and also the prodigal son Callum Hudson-Odoi on the verge of joining Nottingham Forest at this moment. Now we're gonna go into details of what the move, what it's involved in his move to Nottingham Forest, how much Chelsea is going to gain from another homegrown talent, and also Conor Gallagher, Tottenham interest, and how much Chelsea are going to make if he makes his move to Tottenham Hotspur. Be my guest, guys, as we take you through the most captivating transfer deadline day, and we'll be here. We're going to go through the other news also that is not Chelsea news, but we are also, we have so much interest in those moves also. We will discuss with you and see the other players moving from one club to the other. And after the stream ends, we'll be back again with to continue the stream with the end until the end of the transfer window. So we are here live, and luckily for me, I'm always being joined here by my most handsome friend, Steven. My co-host Steven is here with me. We're going to take you guys through the next an hour of streaming. And welcome again, Steven.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Well, doing all right. Prepared for a long day. Let's see how this goes. But it has just come out, and just to quickly start, that we've agreed a loan with Burnley plus obligation of about 31.5 million and add-ons on top of that for Ian Martson. However, another report says that Martson is reluctant to leave. So we've agreed a deal, but he's reluctant to leave. Now, we know Poch rates him highly as well. So this could be interesting.
Steven, if Pochettino rates him very highly, why doesn't he play him until he waits for a cup game to play him? Is it because of Cucurella? Cucurella doesn't play either. Mark Cucurella doesn't play either. So I don't understand.
He plays Martson. He brings Martson off the bench. He hasn't used Cucurella other than in the cup the other night.
Okay. So I'm just praying that Martson doesn't leave. Why should Chelsea agree on Martson? Did they confirm? Did they get a communication with Mauricio Pochettino? Did Mauricio Pochettino give them the okay to accept an agreement with other party to send Martson away from the football club? Martson also doesn't want to move away from the football club. So what is it? And Martson has been good during preseason. And Martson has been so good when he comes on the pitch. But Mauricio Pochettino said he likes him. But who gave the okay to Chelsea Football Club to agree a deal if the player is not willing to move on from the club? You get what my question is?
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. If he's reluctant to leave the football club, why would they agree a deal? That's my only question. Big up to you, Alpha. Half as a transfer deadline day. Let's go, Blue Clouds Media, FTW. Johnny, Vianney. Yeah, Johnny said hello, guys. Hello, Johnny. All right, Steven. Let's go. The Martson deal.
Yep. Are you still got the document that I sent you, by the way?
Yeah, I do. I still have it here.
Yeah, so you'll see that I've just updated that with the Martson one.
Okay.
But before that, the three most recent bits of news we have were Martson, Bashir, Humphreys, and Burstow. So 3 Chelsea players. because the next one that was the most recent that I've seen is that Humphreys has agreed to go on loan to Swansea for the season.
Yeah.
Swansea after him basically all summer on loan. And the other one, Mason Burstow, the young striker who we got from Charlton a couple of years ago that started the Carabao Cup game against Wimbledon the other night.
Yeah, Mason Burstow, the striker, yeah. Are you still there, Steven?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just taking a sip of my drink.
All right, so guys, we'll be taking you through the transfer deadline date. Other countries' transfer deadline dates are all different, and I'll be taking you guys through some of the times that some countries' deadline day will be closed in terms of a transfer dealings, and everything will be closed, will be shut down. The window will be shut down. Germany, it's 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. UK time, 2 hours till deadline day. Keep your eyes on it, guys. Keep your eyes on Chalobah. Chalobah could make a move to Germany, which Thomas Tuchel really liked. Trevor Chalobah. If you guys can remember, it was under Thomas Tuchel. Trevor Chalobah got so many minutes under Thomas Tuchel. But the transfer deadline day will be closed in Italy at 7 p.m. But UK time is 5 p.m. So we 2 hours difference. I'm sure 2 hours different.
What one?
Germany and Italy. With Italy will be 7
Yeah,
p.m.
so
UK
Germany
time.
closes in 1 hour 45 minutes.
Okay. Then France
Italy closes 2 hours after that. Then France closes 3 hours after that, and then England and Spain an hour after that. At 11 p.m. UK. So there's
Scotland,
deadlines
Portugal.
constantly.
Oh, midnight, right?
Yeah, Portugal and Scotland are both midnight. But the only reason I've put in the document I sent you Scotland's because there always seems to be one or two deals with English and Scottish clubs around deadline day. So it's the reason I put them there because you never know what can happen.
And we just reported that Madsen Chelsea agreed loan with Burnley with a 31.5 million obligation plus add-ons add-on player reluctant to leave the football club. So Chelsea have agreed a deal with Burnley to send a Madsen for a deal of a 31.5 million, which is not that bad. But I want Madsen to stay at the football club because the kid has a lot of talent in him, and I know he will be a great player if he stays at the football club. It's all about time and how the football club manage in Madsen. He's good. He's good. I don't want him to leave. So also Bashim Humphreys agreed to join Swansea on loan. If you guys know the defender, Steven, that's your boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your defender, another right back player. We got too many players on that field, so definitely some of them will be moving. Humphreys is going on loan. Maybe Chalobah. Center back. Okay, center back. I thought it was a right. Yeah, center right back.
He's center right back, but he could cover right back.
Yeah, center right back. Okay, yeah. The center right back position. We got too many of them. We have Thiago Silva also in the same position. We have Bashir Onfren also in the same position. We have Trevor Chalobah also in the same position.
Keep an eye on
Fofana.
that.
We have Fofana also in the same position. What, Steven?
I said keep an eye on Trevor Chalobah because obviously Bayern in talks with him. So keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, guys, keep your eye on Trevor Chalobah. He might make a move.
No, that would likely not happen now because there's only 1 hour 40 until the Germany deadline. So that's unlikely to happen. So we'll have to try and convince him to go to another English club.
Right. Mason Beston, we've talked about his loan to Sunderland. Ibrahim, what's his name again? Is it Ibrahim Sanga? Ibrahim Sanga deal agreed between PSV.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, Ibrahim Sanga deal agreed between PSV and Nottingham Forest. 29.9 million total. Another player moving on from Nottingham Forest.
Another
PSV to Nottingham Forest. Yeah. Then Brennan Johnson deal. It was heavily linked with Chelsea, but now Brennan Johnson is on his move to Tottenham Hotspur. If That's what was being reported earlier on.
So
Spurs agreed deal.
It's been reported by David Ornstein that it's been agreed at 47.5 million fixed fee. There's no add-ons, so it's 47.5 million guaranteed. That's it. That's all they're getting in terms of Forest. That's all they're getting because there's no add-ons on top of that.
Right.
And then he's on his way to his medical, and it'd be a 5-year contract with an option of a 6th year.
All right, so let me read some few comments as we're discussing the transfer deals in the deadline day. Metalface Doom said, "Big up, Nee and Steven. Big up to you, Metalface. If you have time, join us here. Let us know what you make of the transfer deadline day. If you have quite some, you have the time on your side. I'll send a link in here today. Today's a special day. We're inviting everyone that has been part of this show from beginning till now to be able to come on and have a say in terms of a transfer dealing. And we'll be here once the stream ends. We're going to be back again till the deadline, the window shut down. So we know all the dealings that have been made to the Premier League. So guys, be with us. Let us finish the journey. Be with us. Let us finish the whole entire journey. Big up to my big brother, Johnny Mary. Big up to you. I want to love you. Say hello, Need Zion and Steven. I hope you're all both are doing well. We are both doing well. We are doing absolutely perfect. Thank you very much, I123, for being here. And then also Meta Face Doom, then Johnny, everyone that is here supporting the channel today. We thank you for all you do and also spending the time with us here. Steven. Okay, Steven says sorry, Steven. That's okay. Do you both
me then? I thought you were about our saying.
Yeah, he says, "Do you both think we will sign any more players or just outgoing now?" From where we sit right now, to be honest with you, I wouldn't think that Chelsea will sign any big player for the first team because what we were lacking is a winger and also a midfielder, which Cole Palmer can play in that role. He can be the playmaker. He can be in the midfield. He can also be a winger on the right-hand side. So we were looking for a player that's more versatile. We've got that player. Now, Chelsea's also were looking for a goalkeeper who can challenge David Sanchez. And now we have a goalkeeper who can even be more better Sanchez. Yeah, who can even be more better than Sanchez, which is, what's his name again? Is it Pavlovic? I can't remember his name. Okay, but yeah, so we have another goalkeeper. We have a player in. I think we should be good. If Chelsea's going to sign a player, then it's a player for the future, not the player for the first team. Maybe the player for the squad depth, but not for the first team. So I think we should be good for now. Chelsea have done pretty much all their dealings already. Big up to you, Chelsea done. Where have you been? Where have my brother been? It's been a long time. Chelsea done. I haven't seen your stream for ages. Man, you doing all right? Jesus Christ, man, I miss someone. 50 million for Johnson. That is what is, yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, 50 million. We're not going to pay 50 million for that. John Mary said that I'm active now. What's the topic? The topic, we did start from Callum Hudson-Odoi making his move to Nottingham Forest. Also, we did talk about Chelsea has said to land Antonio Nusa. Antonio Nusa, another player. We'll get into details. We'll get into the details of Antonio Nusa. Then also Conor Gallagher heavily linked with Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know what you guys make of that. Should Gallagher stay? Should Gallagher move on? I think we have enough defensive midfielders for us to keep Gallagher. Gallagher is good. I don't know if it's going to be good for the squad.
He's not defensive mid though.
Attacking mid.
He's more of an 8.
But look at the 8s that we have, Steven. Would you keep Gallagher?
Enzo
Fernandez. If Enzo is there, how many games is Gallagher going to get?
Well, Gallagher's been starting with him, and they've both started together with Caicedo as well. So it depends. Is Palmer going to play centrally, and that's where Gallagher loses his place, or is Palmer going to play out on the right? It depends.
I think I'll go for Palmer. Palmer, who is more skillful. Gallagher is not. If it's more,
no, you're not getting what I'm saying. You're not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it depends on where Palmer's got to play. Are we going to play Palmer on the right wing, or we going to play him centrally as the 10? That's what it depends on. Because if we play him as a 10, then yeah, Gallagher's lost his place. But if we play him out on the right, then obviously, hang on, what's this? Offer full short. Chelsea have received a verbal £14 million offer for Gallagher from Tottenham. The offer falls short of Chelsea's asking price, but all parties believe a deal could be struck if in certain circumstances. I believe that means basically if Tottenham sells some midfielders.
Yes, Chelsea Dan said yes, blue brother. Yeah, absolutely. Chelsea Dan, I miss you, brother. It says, yeah, I'm doing well. Now was gonna quit. I'm gonna quit, bro. But I'm sticking with it, brother. How was okay? I'm only gonna do. I can't get the. I can barely. I think Chelsea Dan is in a hurry to type it to me. Okay, a short one. Then I can jump on. Okay, definitely. Yeah, Chelsea Dan, when you get a minute, just jump on. Let's know. I haven't had nothing from you in terms of a transfer dealing this year. So I haven't heard much from you. When you get a chance, Chelsea Dan, I want to hear you come on the show and waffle a lot. I want you to waffle much on my platform. So I can't wait to see you here. Welcome back, Miss Blue. All right, yeah, you miss all the blues. I won't like it if Chelsea sell Gallagher. That's from John. He wouldn't like if Chelsea sell Gallagher. Chelsea done. UTC, my gazer. Oh yeah. Big up to you, my big brother. I call him Mr. Chelsea. Big up to you, Nee and Steven, on transfer deadline day for all the good things. Owners, do they run? I think
They ruin it by
getting
rid of Ian Martson on loan with an obligation to buy to Burnley. Stupid move. Let's not jump ahead because nothing's going to be done unless the player agrees. At the moment, we're sat here, UK time, it's 3:30. The deadline is 11 p.m. tonight, right? So we've still got, 7.5 hours till the window closes for England.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone comes in for Kukurea and therefore saves us from having to get rid of Martson. Or Martson holds strong on his stance. We know Poch loves him. Hopefully he stays strong on his stance and does not want to leave and will stay here. They're the two hopes we have. Someone comes for Kukurea. We know there was interest from multiple clubs, but the only one that made a move was Man United. So maybe somebody else comes in for him still. Okay? Martson doesn't want to leave, even though a deal has been agreed between the clubs for a loan with an obligation of 31.5 million, plus add-ons on top of that. And apparently it's possible we also have a sell-on clause on that as well. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's no guarantee he leaves just yet. Let's stay calm. This is fine because he doesn't want to leave as of this moment. And you cannot force a player out the club if they do not want to leave. We saw with, I think it's Johan Bakayoko, the PSV winger, right?
Yeah.
A deal was agreed between clubs. I think it was to go to Brentford, if I remember rightly. But the player said, no, I want to stay here. I want to play Champions League football. I don't want to leave. He's basically doing that here. He's saying, I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. So it could still happen that he is. And at the moment, based on what we're hearing, I'm feeling positive that he will still stay. Because you can't make him sign that contract. You can't make him do a medical if he doesn't want to go.
That's right. He's just like you said, he's reluctant to leave the club at this moment, although Chelsea might have agreed. My question is, Chelsea has agreed. Why did Chelsea agree? Who is Chelsea? Who is Chelsea in the first place? Who agreed on that deal? If Pochettino he likes the player, hasn't given them the go ahead to agree in a deal. I don't know how concrete that that message is, or that link is. But let me. I got some few comments over here. Scala is here with us also. Big up to you, DJ. Big up to Johnny. Johnny said, why was Cucurella's move to Manchester United call off? We did explain that yesterday, but we don't have the problem trying to explain it again today.
I can quickly run through it in like a minute if you want.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Oh, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Hold on to that comment. DJ Sap said, big up to Metaface Doom. Then Metaface Doom said, John, because we wanted a big loan fee, and his start against Wimbledon was unexpected. Okay, that's one of them. Steven will take us details on that. Yeah. Big up Blue Clouds. Big up to you, my brother. Ruthless. Big what? Alan. Is it? Yeah, Alan. Yeah, that's the name. Alan. Big up to you, my brother. Hope you're doing very well. Musto said, big up, guys. Big up to you. Man like Alan in the house. UTC. Yes, man like him in the house. Musto Gallagher to spares. Gallagher to spares. It's something that also we need to talk about. We have it on our list over here. Gallagher to spares. I don't know if it's good for Gallagher to go now. I know creativity. We need creativity in the midfield. Will Enzo be enough for us, or maybe will Cole Palmer be the guy to answer those questions? That's my
what you're saying about his decisions is his question too, because Poch wants him to stay.
Okay, all right, Stephen, take us through the deal of Cucurella. We've already went through it a couple times, but yes, take just a minute.
What day was it? We touched on it yesterday because the game was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The deal basically fell through for multiple reasons. A, they didn't want to pay the loan fee that we wanted. B, they wanted a break clause, which means that they'll be able to send him back in January. Now, the issue with that is that he then played for us the day before on a Wednesday. Him playing on Wednesday means that if United were to use their break clause in the loan deal, we would not be able to sell him or loan him to another club, because per FIFA rules, you are only allowed to play for 2 clubs per season, maximum. So he'd already played for us. He then plays for United. That's his 2 clubs. He then can't go anywhere else.
It wasn't the same thing that happens to Aubameyang.
Yes, it was. Because he'd played for Barcelona in August, came to us on deadline day, played for us, and then we couldn't ship him because he'd already played for 2 clubs.
So, John, I'm sure that Steven explanations really satisfied to your question. I'm sure it did help. Okay, I've read this one here. Cobham Tax DJ Sav. Scala. Oh, Scala is okay. I think we lost Scala for a second. Guys, the link is over there. If you're there, if you're free and you have anything you want to share with us, feel free, click on the link and join us here on the platform. Let's talk about it. We've talked about Conor Gallagher. We've talked about officially club has announced the incoming of Mr. Palmer from Manchester City, and a lot of media. I've been listening to a lot of people from other platform radio stations, and they are talking. Look, why is Palmer in a rush to move from Manchester City to Chelsea? Why would Palmer look at the example of what Phil Foden did with Manchester City? Pep Guardiola gave him time so he can understand how he plays. He can try and integrate him and then make him a better player. But Cole Palmer was not willing to stay at Chelsea Football Club because he wanted to play football. But if you look at the people in the middle where Cole Palmer was going to feature, was going to get a chance to play, there's a lot of players in there. And he doesn't want to be there whole season and not getting much playing time. He doesn't want to feature just in the what do you call it, cap competition. He wants to be playing Premier League, and he feel like Chelsea. Well, Chelsea's a new project. There are new players that no one has really make a mark on any position. Mauricio Pochettino said he said you are paid to train, but not paid to play, isn't it, Steven?
Basically, yeah.
Basically, you're paid to train at Chelsea Football Club, and no one has nailed any position yet. Even Raheem Sterling hasn't. There's no guarantee that Raheem Sterling has nailed or has make a mark that okay, he owns this position. No one at Chelsea right now. Maybe Enzo Fernandez, you could say maybe he could be one of the people. But besides that, everyone is fighting for a position. And I know if Cole Palmer goes in and start banging in the goals, he start being creative, playing very well. Right now, it's all about the finishing. So whoever, why are we saying Ryan Sterling's name? Ryan Sterling is doing what Ryan Sterling does since last 2 seasons. But what he's adding to his game now is getting goals, which we haven't seen from Raheem Sterling in quite some time now. So if Raheem Sterling starts scoring more goals, he will be on that team sheet every time Chelsea goes on the football pitch. So if Cole Palmer get a chance to start for Chelsea and he's able to contribute, assist to assist, or even score a goal, it means that Cole Palmer is going to register his name on the team sheet anytime Chelsea play. So there is a chance for Cole Palmer to start for Chelsea. There's more playing time for Cole Palmer if he does the right thing. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. So all those media people who don't understand why Cole Palmer left Manchester City, you wouldn't know, because I have listened to footballers, ex-footballers who have worked under Pep Guardiola, and they have lots of issue with Pep Guardiola. Yaya Toure is one of them. Yaya Toure is not a bad person. He's never had off-the-field issue, but he has a big problem with Pep Guardiola. Also, what's his name? Zlatan Ibrahimovic has had a very big problem with Pep Guardiola too. Thierry Henry will tell you, working under Pep Guardiola, and how it is like. Lots of players. I wouldn't even say certain names because there's so many evidence. It's not that easy working under Pep Guardiola. Erling Haaland is making it sound so good right now, but then I know after a couple years' time, we're gonna hear a different story from Erling Haaland and Pep Guardiola's attitude with Erling Haaland. He said, "Oh, he liked Pep Guardiola yelling at him and that kind of stuff." To be honest with you, who wants to be yelled at? Who like people to be yelled at them? No one likes it. No one likes someone yelling at you. You know, you're trying your best. You're having an off day. Your day is not going well. And you have your coach who's supposed to be supporting you, but he's on the sideline and yelling at you. I don't think you'd be okay playing on the pitch when your coach is not having the confidence in you. I don't think so. So, Steven, what do you make of this whole Cole Palmer situation thing going on with some media outlets trying to say Cole Palmer should have stayed at Manchester City? He should have looked at Phil Foden and see how Pep Guardiola took him through to make him a better player. And even if he stay, look at the players over there.
That's what I was going to say. Palmer. Look at who's ahead of him. These aren't no players where it's going to be easy to get ahead of. These are world-class players. This is what people don't get, right? They're world-class talents. They're ready-made players. Not Foden. Palmer is still young. We've seen glimpses of what he can do. Very impressive young player.
Right.
At Chelsea, he can compete for the 10 role and the right wing role. At the moment, we have nobody for the 10 role because Nkunku is injured and Carney is injured, right? So we've been using Gallagher there, right? Since we signed Caicedo and Lavia, obviously Lavia hasn't played for us yet, but Caicedo has. Since that happened, we've been playing Gallagher in essentially the 10 type role. But Palmer's got to be the better fit for that role. So he comes in, he starts there or the right wing. If he starts on the right wing, you probably still play Gallagher centrally in the 10. And then you still have Caicedo and Enzo for now. Yeah. Until we know what we're going to do when Lavia is ready to go as well.
Another news over there. 22 seconds ago from David Ornstein. Rob Holding to undergo Crystal Palace medical shortly after fee of 4 million agreed with Arsenal. If all goes to plan, 27-year-old centre-back will sign 3-year contract when he joined Crystal Palace. So 3-year contract, Rob Holding from Arsenal Football Club. So That's one of the things. And also, there's an article from Matt Law more on Matson Gallagher Chaloba. If you don't know Matt Law, another he reports a lot on Chelsea. You can check him out. Welcome back again, Mr. Manchester United Scholar. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously United have done signing Amrabat, and that's a window over. We won't be bringing anyone else. Most probably will be outgoings. I think that's for majority of the clubs. This is probably the first time where I'm seeing I mean, I don't think Chelsea will be signing anyone now. I'll be highly surprised. Same goes for, I mean, I don't know what Arsenal will do. But I think Man City and Liverpool, I think most of these clubs' businesses are over in terms of incomings. So
Yeah,
now mostly will be outgoings, which is a surprise, because it's not a surprise when it comes to United because we don't sign anyone on the last day. This is a rarity. So yeah, man. I mean, look, I think we had a very poor transfer window. United, when I'm speaking of my club, very poor. I think at best I can give it a 5 out of 10 because we have not addressed the areas we wanted to address. We bought a striker, but again, he's not a guarantee. Hoyland, we paid a lot of money off. Amrabat is decent, but again, I mean, he's 27 and he's in his prime. But we are Man United, and with all due respect, these are this kind of level of players we should not be going in for. We should be in for the Bellinghams and all those players. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'm not really positive about the game tomorrow as well. I mean, I feel like United are, on the verge of getting slapped by some top six side. We were very poor in all of our games. If you look at our performances, and tomorrow is Arsenal, and under Ten Hag, we are yet to win against a team in the top six away from home. So yeah, man. I mean, if you're a United fan, you are in for a long season. Considering we have Bayern Munich in the group, and yes, we should qualify from that group. But I mean, what's the guarantee we don't get slapped at the Allianz? So yeah, man, it's not looking good.
Scala, looking at Eric Ten Hag, his second term of Manchester United this season, and his first term when he came in. Would you say that United overachieved last season, or would you say that it was just a new manager bounce back? Everybody wants to perform, and the players also that he brought in. Would you say that those players are not that good? We did talk about this, I think, yesterday. But what has gone wrong for United? Is it just the players, or just Ten Hag not good enough?
Look, I don't think the players he bought in this first season, players like Casemiro, Martinez. Okay, Anthony, he's still got lots to prove, but I think Martinez has been a good signing. Casemiro is a good signing. Malacia is a development left back who we bought for 15 million, so I don't think you can account for him. And I don't know what else he bought, but I think these are the guys he bought. And so apart from Anthony, all the other players have been okay. They have contributed, but this season we expected him to go one or two steps above, but we have regressed. We signed Mason Mount, which I don't understand till now. You had 55 million to play with, and you decide to sign a Chelsea reject. So again, I'm not sure. And though I don't know. I mean, look, I'm not Ten Hag out, but he's starting to kind of irritate me a bit. I mean, I saw his press conference right now, and he was smiling. I mean, I don't know what's there to smile about. We are taking two loan players on the final day of the window. One of them is a Spurs reject in
Mhm.
Regulon, and
Yeah.
another in which we can't do a deal with. So I don't know, man. I'm not convinced yet. The first season was, yeah, as you mentioned, we overachieved, but don't no one expected to us get two cup finals and top four. So I don't know, man. This Ten Hag guy is starting to not piss me off, but I'm not enjoying his football. Also, we were expected to play some kind of Ajax ball, but this guy is playing some B-Tech washed down version of a Liverpool football. Try to win the ball high up and then try to score on the transition.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's not. I mean, look, you guys or any football fan, you tune in to watch your team play a good brand of football, especially if you're a club like Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, right? You're a big club. But I mean, look, it's not interesting, man. I mean, I'm not someone who just tune in to win the game. I want my team to play good football as well. And these kind of things are necessity, especially if you are one of the most successful club in the world. So, yeah, man, as I said, it's not looking good.
All right, so it's not looking good, said Scholar. Monster said Gallagher, guys. Gallagher. Yes, Gallagher. We've been talking about Gallagher since we got in here. Monster said news on about Gallagher. All right, this is what we have on our documents that we have over here. Gallagher Spurs verbal offer rejected, 40 million euro. Chelsea wants 45 to 50 million. A deal likely depends on Spurs. Ability to sell sell the player. Chelsea are willing to sell, but they want the right money for the 45 to 50 million from our program that we have over here. So the thing keep updating because we have a software that we use over here that is being updated by AI. AI is right behind it, updating it. So as soon as any move, it will be updated. Okay, we're also
Can
gonna
you
talk
still
about.
hear me?
Yeah, I can see it. I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, I'm muted for a second. So, the latest from Matt Law is, as it stands, the expectation is Ian Martson will choose to stay at Chelsea as he's reluctant to move. If he stays, Chelsea want him to sign a new contract.
Okay. So what it is now, Chelsea are willing to sell Matson. But if Matson doesn't want to move on, he wants to stay on the bench or whether he gets playing time or not, Chelsea want him to re-sign a contract. Re-sign a contract. That's what it is.
If he stays, we want him to sign a new deal. I think his current deal expires next summer, although I believe there's a 12-month extension clause in there as well. But obviously, it's going to be better for us if we extend him long-term now rather than we just trigger the extension and wait a year.
Ouch.
Bro, Poch loves both Gallagher and Martson, and both could be at risk of leaving.
See, Steven, Pochettino, look, I've heard Pochettino say the same thing about Cucurella. He said he has no problem with Cucurella. He loves Cucurella. He want him to stay.
But he's not giving him the minutes. That's the difference.
That's what I don't understand. He's giving
Martson the minutes, and we can see that he likes him. He played him a lot in pre-season. He's bringing him off the bench for us. He's doing all these things.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, the only time he's used Cucurella was when he started Martson as well the other day in the cup. So he's constantly bringing Martson off the bench and not Cucurella, and he started both of them together in the cup.
Why is he not giving Martson the chance? If he likes
him. He wants him to stay. He wants him to stay. That's the thing. He actually wants him to stay at Chelsea.
All right. Scala, what do we make of this one? Mo Salah. It's all about Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Liverpool reject huge verbal offer over around 150 million total. And also second offer expected around 175 million, which we all know that the Arab League, the window doesn't close until about 2 weeks after the European window is shut. Salah's move. Should Liverpool make him move right now and invest into young players? Or do you think that Klopp need to hold on to Mo Salah now?
I mean, look, Klopp will definitely love to keep Mo Salah, but Liverpool as a football club, as a entity, they are more than Klopp. You know, life will carry on when Klopp decides to leave Liverpool, and getting that kind of money for Salah, that's going straight into the club, whether Klopp likes it or not. What I heard is that they are willing to give 100 million upfront plus 50 million on add-ons, which was rejected in the afternoon. I mean, afternoon, I saying in my time. But I'm hearing that they are preparing, and what was the word? Unrejectable offer.
Yeah.
In the next coming. Yeah. So what they're doing is their plan is to put Liverpool in a situation where they can't get a replacement, but they can't also deny the money. So that's why, look, we all know that them guys, Al Ittihad, they have lots of money. So why are they coming on the last day? Isn't it a bit coincidental? Like, why did you make on the last day? So I think that's what they're doing. They want to put Liverpool in a position where they have to say yes. because I read this somewhere that this club Al Attiyad, the one which Benzema and Conte are playing for, they won't be able to sign Mo Salah next year because some other Arabic club they can sign Mo Salah, so they have to get him this time. It's not like how it was with Bellingham. Liverpool were linked with it, and Madrid signed. I think that's kind of same situation. So I think there's going to be another offer, man, by the end of the day. I don't know whether he will stay or. I mean, look, it's, the Salah scam. They haven't said anything. And if you watch Klopp's Klopp's press conference, this guy was saying he was looking very dejected. He said that not that I know of. So I mean, he hasn't been told anything. So he has to say that Salah is staying. I think there's an offer coming, man. A big, big, big offer.
I think Ryan said in our group need that apparently there's reports that Saudi would be willing to go up to about 215 million. So basically another 65 million on top of what they've already offered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's put it this way, right? I get it. Liverpool love Salah and all that, right? At the end of the day, this guy is in his 30s, right? You are never, I do not care that it's Salah, you are never getting this kind of money again. There's only so much you can hold on. Eventually, you've got to just take what you're offered. Like, genuinely, we know what's got to happen. If Liverpool don't accept today, well, the Saudi window's open for another couple of weeks. So then, at that point, they just got to go, all right, we'll come in then. Then you can't replace him. So, simple as that.
It's difficult. It's difficult to turn down that amount of money away. Oh, big up to you, my brother. How you doing today?
Doing well. First time on this channel. Looks good. Sounds good. All good. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. Since we have a Tottenham fan over here, I have lots of questions for you. You guys have a new manager in Postecoglou. You guys have so many issues in the back in terms of defense, Sanchez, and there's a lot of talk about Sanchez. And also, what do you guys make of the link of Gallagher moving to your football club? Are you guys okay with him?
Look, I think it depends on how much we're talking about. How much is the price we're talking about? Nowadays in football, obviously, the price has changed. We just completed the signing of Ben Johnson, 50 mil, absolutely madness. But I think Gallagher's a very, very, very exceptional player. Young, talented. I rate him a lot. I rated him at Crystal Palace. I rate him at Chelsea. And he can't fight for that spot at Chelsea right now. And I think at Tottenham he's got more chance of starting than at Chelsea. I'm interested in him. I think we're talking about around 35 mil to 45 mil. And we've just agreed on a verbal agreement now for 35 mil. So I'm interested in him. I'm happy, and I think he can definitely improve us. He's a better player than Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Obviously, he's going to Atletico Madrid. So I think for Tottenham fans, they should be excited with Gallagher.
Is he better than Oliver
Skip? Go ahead, Scala.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is he better than Oliver Skip? Because I don't rate Conor Gallagher at all. I think he's awful. I just think he's a McTominay with a headband. So I think you already got Oliver Skip. I'm just wondering why you are spending all that money on Conor Gallagher.
Well, number one, Ollie Skip is a very, very unique player. He's a defensive player, but then he also likes to go forward with the ball. And when you're talking about that caliber of a player, we've already got Bissouma in there, so there's no need for that kind of a player. We've got Bissouma who can drive the ball forward. We got let's say Bissouma can drive the ball forward. Maddison who can drive the ball forward. So with Gallagher, I feel like he's more of a role like an 8 that he needs to be playing, or a 10. Now, Ollie Skip is very, 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 very clumsy, and I think he's good defensively, but not good going forward, not good on the ball. I think Gallagher is very good on the ball. He's got good shots. He can take shots from afar, and that's what we need. We need players who can take it upon themselves to take shots, to take to look for goal, have an eye for goal.
I mean, you got Pape Sarr now for that. I mean, look, I'm not a Tottenham fan, but I just feel you guys need another striker. I mean, I'm not comfortable going into a season with Richarlison as our number 9.
Yeah.
Don't you think you need another striker?
100%, 100%. I've been going crazy on my channel about saying how we need a striker. You know, it's one of the most important positions on a football field. I mean, if you don't have a goal scorer, where's the goals coming from? I mean, look, it's all about your perspective from individual. I'm sure you guys have at United and Chelsea. You guys got those kind of players that each one has their own different perspective. So for us, for example, it's for Charlison. Some people believe that you need to give him confidence. Some people believe that he's just finished. Some people believe that it's time to give him run of games. In my opinion, I'm crying out for a striker. I'm being dead serious. I need a striker right now in my team. I can't have a striker who cost me 73 million euros. Scoring 4 goals in like 42 matches or something like that. I can't have that. That's completely unacceptable. But I think overall in this trans month, we've done well. We've done well, but have we accomplished the objectives that we needed to for the transfer market? I wouldn't say we have. We bought in a goalkeeper. That's good. We needed 2 defenders. We brought in 1. That's already a no. We needed a 8. We didn't bring in an 8. We needed a cam. We brought in a cam. We needed a striker. We don't have a striker. It's really yes, no, yes, no. So I think overall, we definitely need to utilize these last couple hours, get Gallagher in, hopefully get a centre back in, and we'll be happy days.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. I know there's been a lot of problem going on with Tottenham Hotspur. Now you have Brandon Johnson on his way to Spurs at this moment. Our brother Monster sent that comment saying you have Brandon Johnson going there. And defense, you guys have defensive problem, lots of defensive problem, which I know Dyer is not even getting the chance to play in your team. Even he's not even called for the national team at all. English national squad, he wasn't in. And also, what's his name again? The other, I forgot his name. Another defender, I think he plays on the right hand side. What was his name again? Steven.
Tanganga.
No, not Tanganga. Tanganga is gone.
Mickey Van der Ven.
Royale. What's his name? Royale.
Sanchez, Emerson
That's a
Royale.
fullback.
Emerson Royale is a fullback. Yeah, also not good enough.
You're on about centre back?
No, not a centre back. I think the fullback, Emerson Royale, the guy with always
fullback.
Fullback. It's Emerson Royale. It's not good enough. Davison Sanchez, to be honest with you, I don't know who made him take that penalty. He's never good. Yeah. He was struggling from first beginning of the whistle to the end of the whistle. He was struggling in the whole entire game. So the defense, you guys need players in the defense. You guys need up front. You cannot go the rest of the season with Richarlison. He's not going to get you those goals that you still haven't replaced Harry Kane. All that money that you make from Bayern Munich, you haven't replaced Harry Kane. What is taking too long? With a managerial role, you have Postecoglou, who is good enough. He can play some good football. But I think that he underestimates the Carabao Cup. His idea of changing the number of players to play that game, I think he learned a lesson. What do you make of that game also? And then
I think he underestimated Tottenham. I think he thought Tottenham were a much easier team, much. How do I say this? The B team was much better. And he overlooked it. At the end of the day, this our B team, everyone's got to remember this. Our B team is really, really poor. The midfield of Lo Celso, Højbjerg, and Skippy that we played was absolutely atrocious. I never want to see that midfield ever again in my life. I do not want to see that. They can't get a ball. Do you know how mad that is? Who plays football and can't even get a ball? Can't win any aerial duels? Can't put a couple passes together? The defense. Let's talk about Sanchez, mate. Where is he playing? What, he thinks he's playing in the League One or something? This is Premier League team we're playing against. Fulham. They're gonna mess you about. I think 9 changes was mental, but what annoyed most of us was the fact that Ange said he's not making subs. He's not making changes for the sake of it. He's making changes to try win the game, and that didn't really look like anything like we're gonna win a game. But I think overall Fulham at the end of the day they didn't deserve to win. Neither did Spurs because it ended as a 1-1. Don't get misplaced. Yep, no one deserved to win the game. But I think the most pathetic thing is that no one stepped up to take the pen except for Sanchez. So all I can say is fair play to my brother. I mean, what else could he do? He just took the pen. And yeah, he should never take the pen. Davis as a captain should take the pen. No idea where the hell this leadership came from. It was nowhere there. And yeah, 1 cup down, another one to go.
See, with all these, you can point fingers at Postecoglou with his changes, the number of changes he made. But there's something that Tottenham Hotspur have been lacking for a number of years now. Look at the number of players, changes that Mauricio Pochettino put up to play Wimbledon. It wasn't a good team. It was a team B coming from Chelsea. But then the most important thing, although they did not play well, there were so many mistakes being made from the back to attack. But then the most important thing was the win. It doesn't matter how you win, but Spurs don't still have that winning spirit. And that if Spurs is going to have that winning mentality, it has to be coming from Postecoglou. Is he ready to transform that kind of a winning mentality to Tottenham Hotspur as a manager?
Depends. What do you classify as a winning mentality? Do you mean a team who, no matter what, wins a game, or is a winning mentality someone who wins trophies, or is winning mentality someone who can play brilliantly? It all depends on how you classify what winning mentality is. As a Tottenham
this
fan,
how I see it. This is how I see winning mentality. It doesn't matter how good you play, because there's some days that you can have off day. Although your team can play so good, but still you can win a game. The team can play very poor, but then at the end of the day, the most important thing is to grab all that 3 points, which Chelsea does, and Chelsea have been doing that under Jose Mourinho and other coaches that have been there. But when they move from Chelsea to Tottenham Hotspur, it looks like that mentality cannot be driven into the heads of these players. What goes wrong, brother, at Tottenham?
I think in general over the years we've seen that the like you said, the lack of winning mentality is there. Now that we signed James Maddison, he's got the winning mentality.
Okay.
We signed Mickey Van der Ven, still young, not too sure how much winning mentality he's got. We got the likes of Brennan Johnson. We got young players now. The problem in the Mauricio Pochettino era was the fact that we were such a young team, we didn't have any winning mentality. And you can't fault Tottenham for not having a winning mentality because that team was so young. People underestimate how young Tottenham Hotspur were. I think now coming to the season, we're going to focus mainly on getting top 4, and that's really it. I think we're going to probably focus mainly on top 4. Regarding the Carabao Cup, if Ange Postecoglou underestimated the Carabao Cup, I think he doesn't realise that what kind of pain we are in. I don't think he realises it because he's only been at Tottenham for like a month or two, and he's seen us, but he doesn't realise what kind of pain we are right now. And I don't think any other football fans really understand how badly we want a trophy. To conclude, though, I think if we do want to win any sort of trophy, the winning mentality has to be there, non-negotiable. The players' quality has to be there. Which, what I mean by player quality, excuse me, I'm saying that players who we substitute, the likes of Romero, if we substitute him off for Sanchez has to come in here with the quality and play like flipping Virgil van Dijk. He's got to have an outstanding game. It is what it is. You look at the likes of Man City, yeah? Every single substitution change they do, well, most of them, it's literally quality for quality. The quality they bring up, for example, even if you look at Haaland, they take off Haaland, they bring on Julian Alvarez. They take off Kevin De Bruyne, they bring on Phil Foden. Like the match, it's crazy the amount of quality, and that's what top teams need to have. Top teams need to have quality substitutions to impact the game, and that's what I think one of the reasons why we signed Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, although I don't agree with the fee that we're paying, close to 50 mil. My brother, though, he can completely change the game. He can completely change the game with the amount of pace he's got, the amount of eye for goal he's got. Unfortunately, we don't have that in Kulusevski, but like I said, the substitutions are the ones that matter. The substitutions can change the game, and Ange Postecoglou absolutely loves and he adores the substitutions. He puts on 4 or 5 substitutions on in a game.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. We still have transfer deadline day, and Steven just tweeted this over here. He said an hour till an hour till Germany Germany deadline day. Very unlikely Trevor leaves to Bayern Munich. If an hour, then it's too close. Unlikely that Trevor Chalobah
Do you
will
know what I
be
think ends up
joining.
happening on that though?
No, Steven.
At the moment he's reluctant to go to anywhere other than Bayern. Obviously, Bayern's a massive club. You want to go to Bayern. 25 million offer came in from Forest within the last couple of hours. I think they originally submitted the same fee about 2 weeks ago. I think it's what's being reported. 2 weeks ago, they made the same offer. Now, if that deadline passes, which without him going to Munich, which looks almost guaranteed at this point, then I think he's got to look at our squad and say, do I stand a chance of playing much this season? Probably not. Am I better off going on loan or a permanent deal somewhere else?
Yeah.
So at that point, you accept what you've got. I'm sure he'll probably have offers from around Europe. We know Italy closes 7 p.m. France, I think, is 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's a few others like England, Spain 11 and whatever at midnight. Yeah. So for sure, I don't think he's short of options. I think it's just him saying at the moment, I won't buy Munich. They're a massive club. I can go there, be with Tuchel, who I've played under before. I know what to expect from him. And I think it's one of those things that I don't think he's ruling out anything as such because you can't, especially on deadline day, right?
Yeah.
Deadline day, things move so quick. We wanted a permanent, they wanted a loan. We're now open to loaning him with no buyout obligation. So we've sort of come down to meet them halfway, basically. Well, more than halfway, but you get my point.
I get your point, Steven.
So at this point, it's a case of probably are they going to pay his whole salary? Are they going to pay a loan fee? And all these sort of things. I don't see it happening because you've got an hour to get a deal sheet in because of you won't be able to get the medical and stuff done in time, which gives you, I think, an extra 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So by that point, you can get medical and like all documents signed. Yeah. I think some places it's 1 hour. I think some are 2 hours. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, Fabrizio just tweeted this. He says Trevor Chalobah wants to join Bayern Munich. Looks like last minute Bayern move or staying at Chelsea for English centre back position role. So Chalobah would be good if he moved to even Tottenham Hotspur. He can put some kind of energy in their back for them at this moment. Before we still got some numbers here, let me let our brother plug himself so we can follow him on his social media. Okay, we can also subscribe to his platform. My brother, how do you pronounce your name?
Well, my name is Josh on Spurs Live. You can search out on Instagram or YouTube. Yeah, I mean, thanks so much for having me on the channel.
Can you copy your YouTube link and then put it in the comment section below the description?
Yeah.
So our fans here can follow it, click on it, and then also we can subscribe to your platform. And also, I'll be very, very happy to have you on. Maybe we can do a collaboration when Chelsea and Tottenham are playing. Anytime.
100%. Hit me up on Instagram. That's my main platform. I'm trying to just focus on that. So if you can hit me up on there and
sure.
Yeah, big up to everyone in the panel. Great to be on the stream.
Yeah, before you leave, I just want to ask you. I mean, it's not really something I want to ask because obviously United just announced Sergio Reguilon, and I'm completely against this signing. This is like a Spurs reject, and I can't imagine a day where United are signing Spurs reject. I can understand we're signing Chelsea rejects and Mason Mount. I mean, he still has something to prove, I guess. But Sergio Reguilon, every time I watched him, this guy gets cooked defensively. He's decent going forward. I remember United were linked with him when we were going in for Alex Telles, and we decided to sign Alex Telles over Reguilon. So that was like 3.5 years ago. And, so what can you tell me? I mean, is there any positive to Reguilon? You tell me. You have watched more of him.
Look, it all depends on the manager and the system you play. Reguilon is I'm telling you, rapid. He is rapid. He's so fast. He loves the slide tackles. Yeah. He's unbelievable at slide tackles. He's like a Wan-Bissaka just on the left-hand side in terms of that 1v1. But defensively, he's not amazing. Stand-up tackles, he's not great. Physical, he's not great. Going forward, you can put in a couple crosses, but I'm trying to put in a positive word for him. He's rapid. He will He will help you go forward more than defensively. And he will help you. He's a great Luke Shaw replacement so far. In the meantime, and look, you can definitely benefit from him. Hopefully, he does well for you, so he comes back for us, and he's just on fire. And no, look, he is. You're gonna see what kind of player is. He's fast. He's got a great 1v1. He is He's okay physically. I mean, he's not the best. Aerial duels, he's rubbish. He's not getting you nothing there. Passing ability, yeah, sure, he's fine. Composure is not great. Going forward, he's decent. He's decent going forward. Like I said, putting in a couple crosses. But yeah, look, best of luck to you lot with the regular, and yeah, good luck.
Ryan and Steven, from what he just said, there's lots of negatives than even positive. Look, you guys have Manchester United have a lot of problem with Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka good defending, but not good going forward. Now it looks like he's getting a little bit better. So if you guys have another player coming in who is very good going up front, but defensively he's not good, it will be another big problem. There was going to be another Maguire issue over there with Lindelof and defensive problem, because he's good going forward. He is good because I've seen him even before he moved to Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea was even linked with him. Chelsea were even linked with him, and I saw lots of positivities from this player. Very, very pace. He's got pace. He's got skills. He can slide tackle, but then he is not good defensively. He doesn't have that strength that you derive from a Premier League defender. So to be honest with you, that is true. It's really spot on. Big up to you, Snoopy G. Okay, the link is right there, guys. Our brother, the Spurs fan, he is a very, very strong fan. So you can tell he knows his football. So guys, follow him up here. It's that's a YouTube channel. You can click on the 3 dots right there and then follow his platform. Give him a like.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate
I am subscribed to so many Chelsea. I mean, not even Chelsea. So many different YouTube channels. I've subscribed to. You guys know, is it Who's Express, Stevie, they call him?
Expression.
Yeah, I've subscribed to his platform. Other YouTubers, Matt Goldbridge, a football terrorist, but I'm a Chelsea AFTV and all that. Yes, you don't have to be just a Chelsea fan to. Yeah, you don't have to be just a Chelsea fan to listen to other platform talk. You have to be a football fanatic. If you're a football fanatic, you love football. It's all about listen to opinion and what others are saying. So get to the brothers link
as well.
Right. Get to this brother's channel and just give him a subscribe to his platform. Once in a while, you can visit to his page and then listen to what he's saying. Because soon we're gonna have him back on the platform when we're playing Spurs, and we're gonna 100%. Do it combined 11. That kind of
100%.
Yeah.
100%, my lad. Thanks so much for having me on. Appreciate it. Look. I mean, hopefully you can come on my channel very, very soon. I have got a new segment coming where I am actually inviting rival fans on. So look, I'm gonna get your Instagram all the way after this, and big up to the panel.
Yeah. What's the name on Instagram again, please? If you can type.
There you go. I'll send it on the thing now.
Yeah, send it down so I can. I'll message you so I can. I can keep track on.
Here we go. Just hit 16K. So thanks all for the support. All right. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. Take care, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one, mate. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too. We're back on the show again. Transfer deadline day, guys. Transfer deadline day. Germany literally have less than an hour for the window to close, and it doesn't look like Trevor Chalobah will be getting his wish. Scala, Steven, you guys have listened to our brother from Tottenham Hotspur. He's been talking a lot. You did ask him a very, very, very important question with Sergio Reguilon coming to the football club. And, from what he said, what do you want to say about this, Scala? Defensively, problem.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he mentions that he's a good cover for Luke Shaw. The only problem is that I don't rate Luke Shaw also. So I'm not going to rate his cover. The only thing I heard about Reguilon is people talking about his girlfriend. I had nothing about his footballing abilities. So I don't know, man. This is not a deal I wanted. I mean,
Steven, did you get his Instagram? Sorry.
He said it's Spurs Live.
Oh, Spurs Live. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Scholar.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I didn't imagine a day, as I mentioned, that we will be signing a Spurs reject. I mean, we were supposed to sign Harry Kane, and then we are signing Sergio Regulon. I was watching some of his clips when Josh was speaking, and the only positive is at least I know what he can do instead of players like Luke Shaw, who they'll be either good or bad, and they'll be terrible at both things like defending and attacking. So at least Regulon, yeah, man, he's got a bit of pace. This guy was supposed to replace Jordi Alba. I remember when he broke through, but things haven't worked out. Look, it's only a deal till January, so we have the option to break out when January hits, when Malacia and Luke Shaw return. So yeah, man, it's just the intention, man. That's the problem with United. We don't have any intentions to compete. We are always a PR club. You can see, like, Chelsea and Todd Bowley. You can blame Todd Bowley, but he has spent 1.01 billion since he has come in. And that's not a owner who is here to make who's here to compete for top four. So that's the difference between United and other clubs. That's why we want the Glazers out. We don't have the intentions or the aspirations to win. Yeah, man. Whatever with Regulon, I hope it works out for him. But I don't have much expectations of that guy.
What our friend just told us was basically you're in trouble because if you're playing Wan-Bissaka and him, it's not going to end well.
It won't end well because Wan-Bissaka has issues with
basically
going forward.
The same positives and negatives as Wan-Bissaka, which is a big problem.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how we play right now as well. We played Wan-Bissaka right back and Luke Shaw at left back. Wan-Bissaka can't attack and Luke Shaw can't defend unless he's playing left fullback, left centre back. And then we alternate. If we play Dalot can't defend. So that's the problem. That's why the manager wanted Jurrien Timber in January, because that guy can do both. It is what it is, man. I mean, I'm sure at Chelsea, when you drop down from Reece James, you haven't really got. I mean, Malo Gusto, I haven't seen how good he can defend, but that guy is also rapid. He can play on the ball. So I think that's the problem with every club. You don't really have a like-for-like fullback replacement when you go to the bench. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even Man City, they don't have that. So can't really expect United to be having like-for-like in the fullback areas.
Oh God.
Just quick, right?
Yes. What you got, Steven?
So you will see on the document I said that Atletico Madrid were in for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg on a loan deal. The reason I'm looking out for that is because of if Højbjerg gets sold or another Spurs midfielder gets sold. Pardon?
Put a mouse on it.
Yep, I'll get to that now. It should be near the top. It's one of the more recent ones.
I think I've seen it. Okay.
Yes, the second one down. But the reason for that is that if Tottenham get rid of one or two midfielders, then they'll come in for Conor Gallagher. Now, the Telegraph, so that'll be like they're fairly reliable with all their journalists are fairly reliable. They're reporting that Højbjerg will reject a loan move. So the player will reject a loan move to Atletico Madrid. Therefore, as it stands, we can still stay calm on Conor Gallagher staying and not leaving. One thing I do want to quickly ask you, though, is that I've just seen Nazar Kinsella report that Martin has personally told Vincent Kompany in a phone call his reasoning for his reluctance to want to go back to Burnley. Do you think that Chelsea accepting this is kind of a play in terms of from Chelsea side of if he accepts, he didn't want to fight, he saw no pathway. But if he rejects, you now have to sign the extension deal to stay here long term. Do you think that's potentially what's going on here? Because at the moment, he's reluctant to go. So do you think it was Chelsea sort of seeing where he is like, if he accepts to go, you didn't want to be here, you see no pathway, you can go. But if you want to stay and fight for your place, then you can sign the extension, you'll be here long term, you can fight for your place. Do you think that's a possibility that's happening here?
Yeah, I feel like Chelsea's trying to push him out.
I don't think they're pushing him out as such because, I don't know if I would say pushing out. I know that Poch rates him highly, and I'd like to think we wouldn't put him in a difficult position. But then you look at the Gallagher situation, and he likes Gallagher quite a lot as well. He even captained him, 2 days ago in the cup game? When you've got someone who, okay, he's new to the club in actual Disasi, but he's been a captain. He's been there, done it. So you could have easily had him as a captain as someone who's had that experience. But you chose, no, we're going to go, like Poch chose, like, I'm making Gallagher my captain. He's been at the club since he's a kid. And we know how highly he rates him. So we also saw, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but there was some quotes about Gallagher today from Poch, in which he pretty much clearly makes it quite clear, rather, that he doesn't want Gallagher to go. So he said, part of the quote is that Gallagher, Conor, he says, is a player that we like, that can play in several positions. Maybe there's something that happened in the past that we can't tell you, but he's in our plans and I hope that he stays with us. That to me is him sending a clear message to the board. I want him. Do not sell him. And especially don't sell him to his old club, Tottenham. Of all teams, don't do that.
That's crazy.
But no, I was just curious what your view was on the whole Martin thing.
Yeah, Stephen, it's very, very complicated. It's very, sometimes you feel like maybe the club, sometimes when you look at other news coming out, maybe you feel like it's Pochettino who is not trying, he's trying to be more professional in the PR way, not trying to throw his player under the bus, but trying to be nice about the way he put his messages out there. You get what I'm saying? Because they know the players were also going to hear this. Saying, okay, you like the player, but yet you have Ben Chilwell. Cucurella hasn't got much time at all, but it's always Ben Chilwell
only played in the cup, and he's been bringing Martin off the bench instead of him. And Martin also started the other day with Cucurella, so it seems quite clear, like, he don't really rate Cucurella, and he does definitely rate Martin.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would like Cucurella to leave now, and the position will be led for Martin and Ben Chilwell. But up to him signing a new contract and staying there, if he wants to stay, that is fine. He wants to stay and fight for his position. That is fine. That is good for him. Because I know Pochettino said he likes him. He likes the way he plays. He didn't give him so much time. He knows what he can do already during preseason when Cucurella wasn't even playing. I know Cucurella got a chance during preseason, but Maatsen did much better up front because he didn't play the same role as Cucurella during preseason. So it's kind of a bit different. And also, we have too many players up front. You get what I'm saying? So that could be the reason why, they're trying to send a Maatsen out. That could be the reason why. But then if Maatsen is comfortable playing in that left back role and compete with Ben Chilwell, if that is that option also, why would they sell Lewis Hall to Newcastle United if you have someone that's also good that can challenge Ben Chilwell on that position, or that can even be a backup option for Ben Chilwell? Why would you even sell Lewis Hall? You get what I'm saying? So it's very, very difficult.
Simpler, like, we didn't want it.
Yeah,
we as fans and probably the club as well didn't want him to go, but he is a midfielder and he wants to play as a midfielder, right? That is his position. Whereas,
who is it? Go ahead. I'll ask Scala. I'll check his comments and let me know if you know this person. And my brother Mostro have been talking about him many times, but I don't know.
No, that's the Brazilian guy. You were asking me earlier.
Top Soba? His name is Top Soba?
Oh, you're on about Top Soba. I thought you were on about the second message. That's my bad.
No,
Top Soba's, I think he's centre back at Leverkusen.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Mostro has been saying, it's like, why is no one going for him?
I've seen about 4 messages from him about him in this stream alone.
Yeah. Sorry, Mosto. I don't know. It says Corinthians have said no to Chelsea offer of 21.4 million for Gabriel Moscato. Yes, I had Moscato in my thumbnail earlier on, but since I heard this news, I have to change Gabriel Moscato and bring who else did I replace him with? I think there was another player that I replaced him with. I replaced him with Anthony. I think what's his name? Anthony something. I replaced it with Antonio Nusa. Antonio Nusa right now
The
is
Bruges player.
the
that
Bruges
we're
player.
looking to
Yeah.
sign.
So Chelsea might end up making that deal, but it's the other player, what's his name, Mascada, doesn't look like it's going to happen. So Antonio Nusa will be the guy that Chelsea might, it's not going to be a player for the first team. No, it's probably maybe squad depth or maybe
It'll be
for the academy.
Nusa rather, not Musa. Nusa would
Nusa.
be a pre-agreement. That's what we're looking to do, is a pre-agreement.
The same thing we did with Nkuku, the same thing we did with Captain America, which is Christian Pulisic. So we're gonna agree the deal, pay the money, keep him at the football club, and then the following season he joins Chelsea. We have too many players for him to leave the club and come and sit down on the bench. It's not good for his player, his career and his development. So thank you very much, Musto, for sharing everything with us. Antonio Nusa was the name. Scala. Any news at all in your end? In any news? Transfer deadline day, guys. We'll be, once we're done, we're still gonna be back again until the window closes. Less than an hour, the Bundesliga windows close.
We're down to 33 minutes till the German deadline
day. So we're still here. We're gonna be here until that window closes. We're gonna close it, and then we're gonna take some drink, eat something, and then we'll be back again. I'm sure maybe Scala will be sleeping at that time. Scala, are you going to be sleeping? Or do you think United got some more deals?
No,
deals
I'm
to
done
do.
with the window.
They ain't gonna do no more deals.
I don't like transfer windows at all. I even more hate the deadline day, because United have never done anything on deadline day. So for us, it's just a Friday. So
they have today.
Look, no. I know what United are going to do. They're going to do this PR trick by announcing Sofia and Amrabat just 2 hours before the window, so that they don't have to do any more business. They'll do all the outgoings now. But they won't do any incomings. They will be like, look, we delivered Amrabat to you. So yeah, man, this is just a PR club. They will do PR actions. So that's why they're delaying this Amrabat. He's on a plane to Manchester right now, so that he can get registered in time. And they will deliberately delay that registration, so that there is like 1.5 hours left for the window. So they will announce that time, and then everyone will know that we are not going to do any business. So that's what happens every year with us. So, yeah, man, nothing to report on the United side. But I don't know if you saw this news. Nottingham Forest, they signed Ibrahim Sangabi, this guy for 35 million.
Yeah, they're making madness within the last couple hours. They've been signing players.
100%. This guy was linked with United last January, and even Bayern Munich this year. And Forest got him. So, there's some crazy moves. Ansu Fati to Brighton, this guy to Forest. Yeah, man. Seems like lots of players are downgrading from their original clubs.
I listened to Brighton chief scout Scott. He talked the other couple hours ago on TalkSport, and he said, "Well, we have Ansu Fati. We're gonna mold him. We're gonna train him to make sure he's in his best element." They also said, "Look, it's not all the time that they're able to get players in the door, and then they've been able to sell them for 115 and 120 and 80 million and 60 million. Since there are a lot of players that they brought in hasn't worked well for them, but no one is saying that. We're only saying the positivities of the player sale, Caicedo, Cucurella, and others like McAllister and the others. But there are lots of players they've also brought in that has not worked well. But we yet to see Motoma. If someone goes in for Motoma, they will slap you with 80 million. No one should try that. Brighton will slap you if United try. Why is no one going for Motoma? Why is no one going for him? Very good player.
He'll go for about 150 mil in about a year.
Yeah,
it's Brighton. Just
150 million. Yeah. You'd be surprised.
Your mate Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, what did he say?
Trevor Chalobah to Bayern almost collapsed. No agreement with Chelsea. Currently off. Bayern are now working to close Armel Bella Kochap, I think it's pronounced as, from Southampton.
Kochap, yeah, Kochap.
But you've
deal
got
with
30 minutes, mate. I don't know how you're going to do a deal in 30 minutes. Well, you
Yeah.
got to get they got to get the deal sheets in to get 2 hours extra. Then they've got to do
Fabrizio
the
Romano, he's tapping people's messages.
No, I've not seen anyone else say that. But think about it, right? They got 30 minutes till the deadline. They need to fill out all the paperwork.
Yeah.
That needs certain things filled in to get a 2-hour extension to get whichever player it is into Munich to do a medical, to sign the documents within that 2 hours.
And Stephen, I even listened to someone that has been involved in how transfer dealings goes for a long time, and he said nowadays the transfers are not easy to do. They're not easy dealings to do these days. They're not easy. So I don't know how he feel that within that minute.
I'll be back in a second.
A deal coming down. Okay. Oh, big up to you, Phantom of many topics in all nation. I hope you're doing very well, brother. I sent a link in there. I've even pinned the link. So, guys, most of everyone that is in the chat, you want to know, you want to have a discussion with Nate Zion here on the platform, get on it, and then we can have a say. The transfer window on our documents that we have here. I think one of you said, was it Mosto? He said, share your thing. No, it's this is a private software between Blue Clouds Media. We cannot share this one. I'm sorry. Cucurella interest from other clubs, including abroad. Chelsea has one international loan spot remaining. So we have Chelsea has only one international loan spot remaining at this moment in time. That's our site, our software that we have going on. And also Fofana. I'm not sure if this. I think Steven might know the white Fofana we have here. Man United and Inter have both had loan offers with options to buy, rejected by Monaco for the player. Why Fofana? I'm not so sure what the why is for. Probably one of his. I think it's initial. But what kind of Fofana is this? What kind of Fofana do we have here? Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf. Oh, didn't.
Yeah, I had to put that because I was like, I can't be bothered to type the full name, but I'll know who.
I think it's YUSIF.
YOUSSEF.
Double SEF, yeah. Yusuf.
Yeah.
YOU?
I think it's YOUSSEF. I think. Oh wait, no, it's not. YOUSSOUF. He plays for Monaco. He's 24 years old.
I'm not so sure if I get it. You can correct it, Steven, if it's not right. So you see Fofana. Okay, another player there. What else we have here? Bakayoko deal is off. Player is rejected. Rejecting Brentford to play Champions League for PSV. So Bakayoko deal. Okay, what kind of Bakayoko, Steven?
Johan Bakayoko.
Guys, we have our own here. We have a transfer deadline day here. We have for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Forest have won the race for Callum Hudson-Odoi. 5 million significant sell on clause. Okay.
Yeah, so Chelsea have a significant sell-on clause. So when he gets sold on, Chelsea get a significant percentage of that deal.
Yeah. Phantom of minute topic, a deadline day in 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours for the UK because Germany is already almost closed. Germany have probably 15 minutes.
Got 25 minutes.
25 minutes for Germany. So
and then 2 hours 25 for Italy, and then France closes 3 hours after that. Then England and Spain an hour.
10 p.m. UK time. France closes at 10 p.m. UK time. England closes at 11 p.m. UK time. And Spain also closes at 11 p.m. UK time. Then Portugal midnight UK time to around 12, maybe 11:45.
Yeah, midnight. Well, the thing I saw had it as 11:59:59, so it's midnight.
Yeah. So shout out to everyone that's on the platform. I'm much loving today's transfer deadline day. Let's make this happen all the time. Let's get the numbers wrap up. Numbers rising all the time, guys. My objective, my goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Do I think I can make it? Well, there's nothing impossible in this world. There's nothing. If we can transform, a man can transform itself from that to a woman can transform from a woman to a man. There's no way we cannot get 1 million subscribers from 10,000, 20,000. We can do that, right? We can do that here, guys. And I know you guys can help us get that. There's nothing impossible in this world, Steven. So let's get to our 10,000 subscribers. Guys, share the videos on any platform. Phantom of Many Topic. Click the video, put it on your social media platform, Facebook. I know you are very, very active on Facebook. So Phantom, please put it right there. Muscle, please share the video for us. Who else? Again, Snoopy G, if you're there, the link is right there. Get on the show. I haven't heard from you in a long time. And also Chelsea Dan, where you at, bro? Where you at? If you're there, let me know. Alpha, big up to you, Alpha. I know I'm here with my brother. There's also I saw my brother, the Blue Club show 100% Chelsea FC in the panel for a second, and he was gone. If you got your things all sorted out, get back in there again, brother. Let's know what you make of this transfer deadline day. Big up to you, big brother DJ Sav, and also Metal Face Doom. If you're there, guys, the link is right there. Click on it. Let me know what you make of it. If you're watching us on Facebook, also shout out to you. Big up to you. Let us know where you're watching us from. If you're also watching us on YouTube, let us know your geographical location and I will shout you out here. Phantom of Many Topic said Qatar will pull out if Glazers don't agree to sell today. That is what Phantom of Many Topics said. I don't think the Glazers are willing to sell at all. They just put that out there to
I said that from the beginning.
To numb the pain of Manchester United supporters. That's what they did. Steven, go ahead.
Do you remember me mentioning, I watch a YouTuber, right? He does things like Football Manager, stuff like that. He's American, right? And he said, I think he's got experience with like statements and like law stuff and all that. And he said, when you read the statement, there's no promise from them that they're actually going to sell the club. That nowhere does it say they are going to sell. But everyone took it as, they're going to sell the club. There was never any guarantees that they were going to sell. And that's why I said from the beginning, if you look at it, this person is correct. At no point is there that wording. So...
breaking news here, Steven. Breaking news.
I think we've done that one already.
You sure?
Yeah, it's just now official, but we started on a stream because of... It was him, Humphreys, and I think Martin were the top three.
Do you want to read it out and share it to this? Because some of them will be late. Do you want to read it out? Or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, we could do.
All right. Official confirmed Mason Bestro has completed a season-long move to champion side Sunderland. So Mason Bestro, if you guys don't know him, he is a striker for Chelsea. He was coming from the Championship last season. His first game, a minute as he came on, his first touch was a goal. He was the one that got that equalizer for Chelsea when we played Borussia Dortmund during preseason. So that same young chap has moved. He's got a long loan move to Sunderland. Good luck for his development, and we hope to see him again next season. Welcome to the stream again, Mr. Phantom of All Nations, Phantom of Many Topics. Big up to you, sir. What do you have for us today?
I have a question for both you and Stephen. Okay, let's assume that you're correct, Stephen, that Manchester United is not going to sell today. Which team should Qatar go after? Because they want a Premier League team to go after. I'm thinking West Ham because they have a very good stadium. The Olympic Stadium is very nice.
Yeah, I agree with you, Phantom. If there should be this, usually this before targeting a team, you have to look at the fan base. A team that has a big fan base like Newcastle United, West Ham also have Olympic Stadium, very huge. They also have they're also a traditional club. That's also there. So you wouldn't have problem with supporters. You wouldn't have problem with filling up the stadium. And also, the only difficult thing is is it David Sullivan? I'm sure David Sullivan. Only if they are willing to sell with the Qatarians, would they have enough money to push Sullivan away to be able to say, okay, I'm willing to sell the football club. That's one thing we have to know. But yeah, if the Qatarians want to buy another football team, I think West Ham United will be a very, very attractive football club. Also in London, isn't it, Steven? West Ham United in London, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, Stephen, how far is the West Ham the underground station from the stadium?
I don't think there is an underground one. I think it's overground only.
No, I mean I meant there's on the district line. There's a stop called West Ham. I got out and walked around. It was at night, and I didn't see a stadium.
They don't play there. They play in Stratford at the Olympic Stadium.
Oh, okay. So they're just West Ham in name only, kind of like Chelsea.
They used to be Upton Park, in terms of that was a stadium, what it was called. I can't remember where specifically it was, but now they're in Stratford, in the Olympic Stadium from 2012.
Oh,
Phantom,
well,
that's a question for you.
What's the nearest? I'm sorry. Is somebody asking me a question?
Yeah. Go ahead. Finish it, and you can.
I can't hardly read it. I'm on the cell phone. It's tiny.
Okay, let me read it to you. It says, "What about your team, Phantom? Surely you want Saudis as at Fulham, right? Fulham."
Well, no. If I'm Qatar, I wouldn't buy Fulham because they have such a small, crappy stadium. I mean, it's like you'd have to build one for them because any Qatari or Saudi people they would want a world class team. Right, at least with I'd probably buy the Wolverhamptons before I'd buy Fulham. Right.
Look, Phantom. If you think about that, then you're not gonna buy any football club at all because Stamford Bridge is not huge. It's a small stadium, but in the tradition, and then the history behind Chelsea Football Club is bigger than the stadium. You get what I'm saying? And even if you talk about that, I'll even say that the Qatar, if Saudis want to buy any other club, they should think about Nottingham Forest. It's owned by American, but if they want to buy it from the American, they can, because Nottingham Forest, they have tradition. They've won the Champions League before. So you can think about this, buying the team and then expand the stadium or relocate the stadium.
Or actually, wouldn't Brentford then be a better choice than
Brentford don't have that tradition. They don't have it. Brentford don't have, they don't have that funds that Nottingham Forest have. Because Nottingham Forest have won the Champions League and they have the numbers. And they back in the days, they had a lot of supporters that were supporting the team before they won the Champions League.
Yeah, but Nottingham Forest is not a London area team though. Wouldn't you want the London market?
It depends on what the owners are looking for.
If you're looking for a television market, see, if I'm West Ham, I'd probably take the entire team and then just convert the name to London Football Club after I purchase it, because they're not playing in West Ham anymore anyways, according to Stephen, right?
Yeah.
The Olympic Stadium's not located in West Ham itself, right? So why wouldn't they just rename it London to make it even more, catchy?
Metal Face Doom said Fulham is one of the oldest teams in England. English football. The Saudis have plenty of money to throw about, and also he went ahead and said a European Cup, not.
Fulham is about 10. Fulham is 1893, right?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure of the year, Stephen. Go ahead.
Is it 18? Yeah, go ahead. Is it 1893 or is it 1887? I don't remember, but it's older than it's older than Chelsea or CFC.
79.
Yeah. Oh, 1887.
25 years older.
Oh wow.
No, that's about
1879. 1879. Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fulham was built in
wow, that's pretty old. Yeah, that's That's
26
much
years longer than Chelsea.
Chelsea. Wow, that's amazing then. But well, I mean, the thing is, you can't really expand the Fulham Stadium because there's just, I mean, it's hard to even get parking in that area. if you,
Phantom, it's even hard to get parking anywhere in the UK.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's from Putney, from the Putney Green, from the subway station to Fulham isn't that close. I mean, you kind of have to walk it a little bit. It's not even that close. And Fulham's just in an awful area in terms of a stadium. So you'd literally have to move the stadium, and then you lose the charm of the cottage. So no, if I'm a Qatarian, I'm gonna prefer West Ham or something like that.
Shout out to Jeffrey Mattis. Big up to you. I hope you're watching us from YouTube, in our Facebook platform, Blue Clouds Media on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching us and liking the video. You gave me a thumb up, guys. Do not forget we're aiming to 10,000 subscribers on. Are you off, Phantom?
Yeah. Bye.
Take care, Phantom. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much, Jeffrey on the Blue Clouds Media on Facebook. Thank you for liking the video. Our main objective is 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Jeffrey, if you haven't seen us on YouTube, also you can look up for Blue Clouds Media on YouTube. I'll put our YouTube link in there so you can subscribe to the platform. And so if you're not on Facebook, you can join us on YouTube whenever we're streaming live. We stream every day. If you're a Chelsea fan, this will be a platform. If you're a football fanatic, you love everything about football, this will be a platform because we talk about pretty much of anything that is going on that needs an attention. That's so our platform is made. So thank you very much, Jeffrey, for tuning in. Metaface June said, I think that's the plan. Santiago, I'll be advertised. No, I'll be devastated. Sorry, I'll be devastated if they knock down Stamford Bridge. I'm not sure they're gonna knock it down. I think they're trying to expand it. They're trying to. Santiago, you see a big up to you, Santiago.
There's multiple options.
Big up to you, Santiago. He said Chelsea should move to a bigger place called at least.
Yeah, that's still a possibility.
Earls Court, I believe.
Yeah, Earls Court. That's still a possibility.
Yeah. So, what about Man United and Amrabat? I think the deal is done for Amrabat. Amrabat deal is done.
He's just got to do medical and sign everything.
Do his medical. Yeah. So yes, we're back. We're still here. Transfer deadline day. We'll be here until the German window closes. Then we'll be off, and then later on we'll be back again before either the UK, the Portuguese, and the Spanish league and the Italian windows all closes. So we'll be back again for transfer deadline days. There has been a lot of reports over here from Bleacher Report. What's going on with Gary Bale? Total goal in the Copa del Rey final. We don't want to hear anything about Gary Bale. As he retired 10 years ago today, Gary Bale. Enough of Gary Bale. All right, what's Ben Jacobs saying? Ben Jacobs said that Barcelona confident of signing both Cancelo and Joao Felix. Cancelo's loan already agreed. Felix is now very likely to be done as well. La Liga already approved both deals. All right, so good luck. We're gonna see. I'll be watching a lot of La Liga this season, guys. If you're not ready, I've been watching. I never knew I could see. It's true that it's all about the superstars. If you don't have the superstars in your league, nobody's gonna watch it. I never knew that I'm gonna watch that many Bundesliga leagues games until Harry Kane moved to Bayern Munich. I've watched almost all Harry Kane's games already. So it's all about the stars. Right, Steven? Yeah. I've watched 3 of their games. I've watched 3 of almost 90 minutes of those games.
They've played.
Yeah. So what time is the UK? What time is that UK time? Oh, okay.
Wait, what time's what?
I'm not getting this question. Are you talking about when the window closes?
By UK time, what are you asking us about so that we know what to respond about?
Yeah, Metaface, are you talking about what time does a UK window closes? If that's what you're asking, Stephen and I can give you an answer on when the UK deadline day time is. All right, if that's your question, I think it's going to be 11 p.m. right, Stephen?
The
11 p.m. UK
England
time.
one's 11, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, England is 11. England is 11. If you say England, does that apply to maybe the Scottish League or the
No, Scotland's at midnight, remember?
midnight? Yeah, Portuguese is midnight.
You've
Okay,
got
Scotland is midnight.
most of
What?
the document has most of the big ones.
Right.
So we've got 9 minutes until the Germany deadline. It looks like Chalobah's almost definitely
is not going
have
anywhere.
a deal sheet in. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, make that 8 minutes now.
Tabricio have done something. What's he saying? Van Bommel.
Oh,
Van Bommel, he used to be a Dutch. I mean, the Dutch striker.
You don't just change your nationality. He used to be Dutch.
He used to play for the Denmark, right? Mark Van Bommel, Holland, the Van over there, Holland.
Yeah, Dutch. Yeah,
Dutch. Yeah, Mark Van Bommel has just signed a new deal at Royal Antwerp until June 2025, 2-year deal. I think it's a coach, right?
It's got to be.
Yeah, coach. That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for managers. Nizak Cancela says what? What's Nizak Cancela saying, Stephen? Update. Come on, man. He's changed his picture over there. All right, so is there a retweet or this one?
Yeah, it was the retweet. It was the retweet of the Martin one that I read out before. That he had a private, personal conversation with company, and he told him why he's reluctant to join.
Let me read.
Metal Face Doom, let us know what your questions to, please.
Yeah, Metal Face Doom, bro. Let me know what you're thinking, bro. I've given you the chance. I don't know. He doesn't like talking. Metal Face doesn't like talking. Maybe he's shy. Come on, Metal Face.
Right. We've all been there.
We all been there. Can you imagine, guys? Let me tell you a little story. When I started doing my YouTube first video, it was something. It was something. I was using my cell phone. The first time I did, I sat behind the camera, talking to myself. I was shy. I was nervous. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Because it's going out to the public, like it can be a massive number of people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're sitting there, you think people are watching you. The first time you do it, the conception that what goes on in your brain is someone is watching you. But you have to remember it's recording. There's no one watching you until you upload the video. But those are the videos you never want to throw away. Your first video are the videos you never want to throw away. You keep
sorry,
it.
Cut you off, Nee. Your question about the what time's that UK time? That's what we're wondering. What you mean by that? What time's what by the UK time?
Yeah, Metaface. If you look at your question that you asked us, what time is that UK
we're confused by what you mean.
Maybe I might have said something that made you type this, but we could not get the answer. What you're trying to, what your question is all about. What time are you talking about? The deadline day time? I'm sure probably my brother Metal Face is talking about. If it's the deadline day, then it's going to be 11 p.m. But if it's something else, let us know so we can give you an answer for that. So yeah, big up to everyone that is watching us live on Blue Clouds Media on Facebook. Facebook fans, you are king over there. Then our YouTube fans we have 6 of us watching on YouTube. That is not bad. That is good.
Stream.
The next stream, okay. The next stream, Steven, we have what's the time right now? So I can do the calculation.
It is 5 to 5.
5 to 5. So 5.
So it's 4:55.
8, 9, 10, 11. So we got almost about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to close the UK window, right? To close it.
Yeah,
so what we can do is
the next deadline is in 2 hours. That's Italy.
Yeah.
And then the next deadline after that is France at 10, and then England and Spain are 11, and then Portugal and Scotland at midnight.
So what we're gonna try to do is we'll take 2 or 3 hours off. 2 or 3 hours off, and we'll be back to UK time 9, 10,
do you want to
11.
do it? Do you want to do maybe we go off for about an hour, come back for an hour for the close of the Italian window, and then come back just before the France one closes, and then close out the night?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
So if we do 6 o'clock UK, yeah, so it's 5 now. So if we come back in an hour, do about an hour or so we can cover the Italian one if there's any deals between English and Italian clubs.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll go off for 2 hours, come back at 9, an hour before France closes, and then we'll finish when the England one closes at 11, maybe?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Because there's no point us coming back for the France one, going off for like 10 minutes to then come back. Do you get what I'm saying?
How are you doing, my big brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. And you?
I'm doing very, very well. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm fine. How was your day, man?
Not too bad. My day's up and kicking. Guys, the guys' information, everything, all the information is right there. You can look at the deadline days, when they're going to be shut down, when it's going to be closed. Respective countries are right there. Stephen has just shared that with us. So if you're watching on YouTube, the link is right there. Germany for 4 minutes to close it. Italy 7 p.m. UK time.
That's
France
about
10 p.m. UK time.
now, but when I was typing
Yeah.
England is 11 p.m.
Yeah, we are following, man. We are following, we are listening. So we big up you, we big up Stephen.
Yeah.
We are really happy always to be here with you now. We appreciate the job, we appreciate the job you are doing.
Yeah.
For now, that's the only thing I have to say now. That's to big up you. I mean, I'm very happy to follow you. Big up to my friend Stephen now.
The what?
So I big up to my friend Stephen. Big up to Stephen. You guys, you
Stephen. Yeah,
Stephen,
big up to Stephen. He said big up to Stephen.
It's good. It's good to have you on there, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. He's one of our biggest fans in Senegal. We got a lot of them that have subscribed.
Is that the one that goes by Le Blue?
Yeah,
is that
that's
who that
it.
is?
Yeah,
Okay.
the blue clubs, Chelsea.
Because I think there's a couple. I think there's a couple from Senegal that go in the
you
chat.
got 3 of
I
them.
don't know which one it is. I'm like, so which one?
Yeah, it's 3 of them from Senegal, but he's the one that always come in here, and I have a difficult saying the first name. I don't know if it's Beg or Bag. I've kind of having an issue saying it.
What are you looking at?
The Beug. His name. His first name.
Mason Burstow?
No. Our brother from Senegal who is in the studio with us. Yeah.
I thought I know that you was having problem with the Bergstrom and Burstow.
No, Bergstrom is Bergstrom. I've seen the spelling, so it's now easy with me. It's now easy. But I'm just saying my brother here, his first name, Beug. How will you pronounce it, Stephen?
I don't know.
Let me ask you. How do you pronounce your first name? How do you pronounce your first name?
Huh?
How do you pronounce your first name?
The first name is Burger. Burger. That's mean love in our language, local language. Burger Chelsea. That means love Chelsea.
Burger. Berg. So can I say it Berg?
Yeah, man, that's the right thing. Berg. Yeah.
Berg. Okay. Berg Chelsea.
Yeah. Now right. I love Chelsea in our local language now.
He loves Chelsea. All right.
Thank you, bro.
You're welcome. Mustard said, guys, did you see the UCL draw? Was amazing. Yes, we were planning on talking about the UCL draw, but it looks like everything is piled up. The deadline day, and we don't want to take the excitement and the inferior away from the deadline day. That is why we haven't said nothing about the Champions League draw. But we think once the deadline day is shut off, we can come out over here and then go through the draw and see who is likely to make it from one group. But then it looks like a group of death is going to be where Newcastle United found themselves. But then
I just saw something. I'm going to send it in our group.
Okay. Haaland won the award. Yeah, absolutely. Haaland won the men's best player of the year. Then also Pep Guardiola winning the men's coach of the year. Then Serena Wigman won the women's coach of the year. Then also we saw Mikla what's his name? Mikla Klose. Mislav Klose, that's the name.
Miroslav Klose.
Yeah, the guy that scored many goals. And one unique thing about Miroslav Klose is he scored a handball. He scored the goal in the World Cup, and it was allowed. The goal was being given, but then he told the official that he was not going to take that goal because that goal went in the back of the net by using his hand. So he made the officials disallow that goal. He's a man of truth, and he loves his football. He doesn't want to be tagged as the one that scored goal with his hand like Maradona. But Maradona, he has done his the hand of the hand of God, whatever they call it. It's
hand of God.
Yeah, hand of God. Okay, Steven said January.
Yeah, so, because of I was trying to type it out and I missed the U by accident. So
okay, Pep won also. Okay, yeah, Pep won the coach of the year. Helen Haaland, man, Pep wasn't there. I think he wasn't there preparing this feature. So,
by the way, due to the German window now being officially closed, that means that the João Paulinho deal to Bayern Munich is also off. Because that deal hinged on them getting a replacement at Fulham.
Yeah.
They were trying to get Højbjerg. Højbjerg didn't want to go there. He still sees himself as a top player, can play at the top level, Champions League football, all of that. So that didn't go through. And then I didn't hear anything anywhere else about another player. The only one I ever saw them linked with was Højbjerg for them. But that means that João Paulinho stays until at least January now. So
yeah, Paulinho from see it is I couldn't get it. If Paulinho leave, if Mitrovic is already gone, so why are you gonna leave two best players, two of your top players, and we know how Fulham are struggling already, and you're gonna let Paulinho leave at the late transfer window, very very late. The window is about a couple hours to be closed. Then Mitrovic is also gone to the Arab League, which is fair enough. Then Paulinho again, no. So I'm glad it didn't work out because else Fulham will be going down. Yeah, I've seen the picture, Steven. You just tweeted. I mean, you put out there in the group. It says, "This man, he knows it's over before it's even started." Is he the guy for Newcastle? Oh my goodness, Newcastle United. If you look at the man's face, it looks like he knows. The Champions League is over. But Steven, look, Newcastle have a chance. Newcastle have a chance. Because is it Inter Milan? Oh, what Inter Milan, right? Is that where? No, is it Inter?
Hang on, I've got to find it again. Where was
give me the group. Yeah, give me the group if you can find it.
Yeah,
because
it's in the picture. It's PSG, Borussia Dortmund, and AC Milan.
Okay, so PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC, and then Borussia Dortmund, PSG, and then Inter Milan, right? I mean Newcastle. Sorry. So look, PSG, they are not the kind of PSG that we already know. They are rebuilding. So Newcastle already have a formidable team. Newcastle can make it difficult for PSG. They don't have Messi anymore. They don't have what's his name again? Neymar. They don't have Neymar. And Borussia Dortmund, they are the same Borussia Dortmund. When it gets difficult, they cannot go over the line. Which is the same Borussia Dortmund. They've lost a couple players, so they are not the Borussia Dortmund that they used to be 3 seasons ago. AC Milan, their best player, which is Tonali or Tonado or whatever they call him, who is now with Newcastle United. So their best player, in the engine of the midfield is now with Newcastle United. Why can't Newcastle make it? I feel like the two teams that will make it from Group F will be PSG and Newcastle United. These two teams will make it out from Group F. Forget about Borussia Dortmund. Forget about AC Milan. Newcastle United, they are good. The only thing that will be a problem for Newcastle United is the fixtures. If the fixtures are too piled up, if the fixtures become too much for Newcastle United, that is when they're going to struggle. But I feel like Newcastle PSG can make it through Group B. I mean Group F. Monster said they were saying that he was already traveling to Germany. How is he? Is he talking about Trevor?
Say that again, sorry?
Is he talking about Trevor Chalobah? He says they were saying he was moving on he was his way to Germany. Monster just commented.
Yeah, but then it doesn't matter because he was. I think what it is that he travelled there so that he was in Munich, ready for agreement to be reached, so that he can go and do his medical. He was already in the country and in the area. So yeah. That would have been what it was that he was there to make it easier so that he didn't have to fly out.
Fabrizio just tweeted this a minute ago. He says, João Paulinho. This is Paulinho.
Yeah, João Paulinho completed 2 lots of medical tests, took pictures in a Bayern shirt, but the deal's currently collapsing. It's collapsing because the Fulham haven't got their replacement for him, as I've just said as well. Come on, Fabrizio.
Goodness.
Keep up, lad. Come on.
Southgate on Cowell. He has the ability to defend in the box. Well, he's shown a really good temperament in the league last year, and in the summer with the under 21s, he was outstanding. He has real maturity about his calmness with the ball. He's got good physical attributes and speed. So that's Southgate on him. AC Milan must have said AC Milan about Paulinho. Okay, yes, just like we're just showing you the deal, like Fabrizio just tweeted and said, the deal, everything has been done, but then Fulham hasn't got a replacement for Paulinho, so it looks like he's gonna collapse.
By the way, apparently Al Ittihad, the Saudi team that are after Mohamed Salah. Apparently, they're preparing to bid up to 200 million British pounds. 50 million more than their previous offer. Surely that's got to be accepted. Surely.
Was that against Steven?
So, Mohamed Salah, the Saudi deal, would be Al Ittihad. They are preparing to offer Liverpool 200 million British pounds.
Damn.
200 million. Their last offer was, I think it was 100 million with 50 million add-ons. So they're preparing to raise it by 50.
Someone said, why does Man City have an easy group? They always have an easy group. Every season, if it's not RB Leipzig, then who else?
Corruption.
Every season they have RB Leipzig. It's unreal that once every season you're gonna have the same team to play in the group stages. Every season, RB Leipzig, Dortmund, RB Leipzig, Dortmund, Bayern Munich. I mean Man City. Newcastle won't make it Premier League team. Are too overrated.
Premier League teams aren't overrated. They just got a really hard group and they don't have the depth for it.
Yeah, Premier League always have difficult teams. I don't know how they do it, but you know. Why does Man City have?
Like Chalobah's likely to stay though, so that's got to be interesting to see if anything changes.
Yeah. Steven, we're gonna try and wrap up. We got just a minute. Yeah. We're gonna wrap up, but we'll be right back shortly, guys. Keep your bell notification icon active at all times so you wouldn't miss any time we go live. We just have to have fun with you guys, share the news with you, and always enjoy reading your comments as they come in. I love, you guys know I love doing that.
We'll be back in about an hour currently, right?
Yeah, we'll be back in an hour. We have to change the thumbnail, put different images there, and then we'll be back again. So, guys, stay in there. We'll be back. Steven.
Yep.
Anything you want to say? Any updates? We're good to go for now.
No, I think that's the last for this bit. Just obviously, if you haven't liked, make sure you like the stream. It really helps out the channel. If you're new, then make sure you subscribe and turn the bell notification on. Never miss a video or a stream. And we'll be back shortly. We just got to go have a break, little rehydration and stuff, and we'll be back.
Steven, look at another. Big up to you. Agila, Mumin, Arimu. I'm sure that's the name. I try. Agila, big up to you on Facebook. He's watching last live on Facebook and he's liking the video. Thank you very much, Agila. We'll be back again, Agila. If you haven't subscribed to our platform on YouTube, I'll send the link right there in there so you guys can subscribe to our YouTube channel before we leave. So I'll do that real quick whilst we're here. Yes, guys, we'll be back shortly. Not too long, just within like an hour. We'll be back again because the transfer deadline.
Yeah, we'll be back for the close of the Italian window.
Yeah. If you're watching us on Facebook, I'll send a YouTube link in there. If you're on YouTube, also the link is right there. If you're on Facebook, click on it and subscribe to our YouTube platform. So when we go live on YouTube, also because not all the time that we do go live on our what do you call the Facebook platform, but we do go live on YouTube all the time. So click on it and then give us a subscribe to our YouTube platform, and then you wouldn't miss anything. Also, don't forget the bell notification icon. Keep it active at all times so you don't miss anything. Most so, we'll be back soon. Kim So, I found some minute topic, brother. We'll be back soon. We're not gonna be long. It's random draw. Yes,
it's all about UCL. Yeah, I'm gonna say to you, I'm 99.9% certain it's not a random draw.
Yeah, the way they've done the system is never
we
trusted.
Can talk about this later if there's not news coming out quick enough about how I think it's dodgy, and you probably agree.
Yeah.
If there's no news later, we'll just do that, and then that can be our little filler. But yeah, we're going to go for a bit now, have a little break, and we'll be back.
Yeah, we're going to have a little break. Kim So, Phantom Minute Topic, if you can reach out to Kim So, reach out to him and tell him Blue Clouds Media is live.
Because you said Kim So.
All right. Huh, Steven?
I said it's because you as we're about to go live, as we're about to leave the live, Nico Dominguez has joined Nottingham Forest. It's now official. 10 million euros. That's just become official now. That's another midfielder when they've already got Santos. And they're still working on Ibrahim Sangara as well, who's another midfielder.
All right, guys, we'll be back. 6 of you watching, we'll be back in a few hours, just an hour. We'll be back. Ladies, Brandons, hang on to all Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nate Zion, my co-host Steven. We're out. We'll be back again. Guys, do not forget, we'll be back again. Catch us up live over here again. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.